What up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. As we all know, Iceman is coming. And just like every other time Drake does something, Mr. Joe Budden has his own predictions as to what is going on. This is a very interesting thing because obviously everybody has their own Iceman predictions. Joe is always making some sort of prediction when it comes to Drake, whether it's him losing in the beef or, him being into a certain age of girls. Okay. And certain some of these things have been right. I'm not going to tell you which one, but certain of these things have been right. Some people might think he's right about both things. I don't know. But what I do know is that in the case of Iceman, he has made his own predictions here as well. And one of those main predictions is that J.Cole is going to get dissed on Iceman. Now, I don't really know how I feel about this, because I feel like at the end of the day, I understand why he would be upset about J. Cole, but at the same time, the whole interaction, between him and Kendrick Lamar was just that, an interaction between him and Kendrick Lamar. J. Cole was kind of in there when it was seen as just a hip hop thing. And this is coming from somebody who was very upset when Cole apologized. I still don't think Cole necessarily should have apologized just because in the same way that Drake shouldn't have sued, it's a rap battle. You know what I mean? Whatever comes out of your mouth comes out of your mouth, and whatever repercussions happen from that, you have to take that on the chin. Pause. It just is what it is. And I don't even necessarily think that's like more of a rap thing. It is a rap thing, but I also think it's just a man thing, right? You have to stand on the things that you say, right? And understand that repercussions can come from them. That being said, even though I don't agree with it and I don't think I would do that, I do understand why he did that. He's just not that type of guy, and he's just being honest about who he is. We even saw J. Cole talk on Killer Cam about the whole thing and how conflicted he was. So, in one way, I actually do admire the fact that he was willing to be honest about himself and who he is as a person instead of trying to, dig his heels into hip hop bravado, like a lot of different rappers often do. That being said, though, I can still understand why Drake is very, very tight at this man, especially because J. Cole was kind of one who fired the first shot. Now it's going. Now people are expecting things to happen, and then as soon as things are about to happen, he's like, "Oh, my bad." Like for every part of me that understands that J. Cole is being the bigger man, there's another part of me that understands Drake and is like, "Yeah, I don't want to smack that guy in the back of the head too." At the end of the day, you really did get it started. So for you to pull out is a little annoying. So I could see he getting a lot of him getting a lot of disses and stuff in this Iceman album. And I know that they haven't really talked very, very much since this whole situation. So let's see. This is a little video. I think it's only about 2 minutes. So we're going to watch this. There's a little clip from Joe in it as well.
Let's talk about some fresh drama stirring up the hip-hop world. Joe Budden is back with his signature hot takes, and this time he's got his sights set on Drake and J. Cole.
I mean, this time he always does. That's literally what he does. If he's not talking about Drake, he's talking about J. Cole. I'm starting to actually believe that whole daylight thing where he was like, "Yo, Drake has Act, we have Joe Budden" type shit. Because he never even opens his mouth about Kendrick, and I love Kendrick, I do, but I feel like the amount that he shits on the other two, especially Cole for like literally doing nothing. Drake does the corniest shit imaginable, so it's easy. But Cole just kind of does his own thing. Like, bro literally drove around the country meeting college students who probably couldn't afford to ever go to his concert. And this nigga called it performative and corny. So I don't know.
On a recent episode of his podcast, Budden joked that he fully expects Drake to diss J. Cole on his upcoming album, Iceman, which drops this Friday, May 15th.
It's been quiet. Yeah, I want to hear the cold diss on Drake's album.
And what I will say too, as much as people don't like Joe, shit on Joe and everything, he does know how to make a good podcast. The dude knows how to make content. He knows how to stir shit up. I wasn't thinking that this was really going to be on Iceman. I thought about it a little bit, but now making it a point, he knows that that's going to cause people to write that in the back of their head, and when they listen to that album, they're going to be fishing for anything that they can find beef in. Which is another reason why this album is so incredibly anticipated. You know, it's an album that isn't just a Drake album. It's an album that's going to be studied by people. You know, it's going to be analyzed for different remarks as far as the beef in the past and possibly beef in the future.
Might be a little shade.
It might be something in there, bro.
It's coming on this one?
Yes. I thought we had a bet about it. Oh, no. Yes, I think he getting dissed.
At
Like
least
this,
some
like
sneak
You can hide in the China League all you want, nigga.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's gonna be at least a couple subs for sure.
I think it's gonna be some mentions or disses, bro. It's a difference.
Subs.
A mention is a
The comment came
Yeah, I think you know it's just talking about mentions. A mention is a diss, especially when it comes to Drake. You know, it is one of those funny things with Drake when it comes to hip hop. Like, you know, people want to talk about people not being battle tested and diss songs, but I feel like the person who has the most diss songs in general is Drake. Every song he makes is a diss to somebody else. So it does not shock me that somehow J. Cole is going to end up in the crosshairs of that. And I think J. Cole understands. I mean, he's kind of talked about it before. He definitely told Kendrick to take his shot, but I think he gets why Drake would be upset as well too. Once again, bro, you started it. You're the nigga in the Source Awards who threw the chair. Okay, none of the shit would happen if it was not for you.
came right after Drake officially announced the album's release date, sending fans into a frenzy of speculation. Button's prediction isn't coming out of nowhere. Earlier this year, j.cole found himself in the middle of a heated feud with Kendrick Lamar. After trading bars and making headlines, Cole surprised everyone by publicly apologizing and bowing out of the conflict, a move that split fans and critics alike. The fallout from that drama led to j.cole delaying his highly anticipated album, The Fall Off.
And yeah, man, I feel like that's another reason why, like, you know, this whole album thing is a big deal. And he probably is going to talk about J. Cole because this whole shit delayed a lot of other shit. Bro, they had like a whole tour that they were doing and everything. This kind of caused a lot of issues with that. Yeah, if I'm being honest, there's a lot of reasons for Drake to be angry at J. Cole, even though J. Cole is the one playing the chill dude, is the one playing the non-conflict person. Because sometimes to be non-confrontational, you have to fuck shit up for everybody. You know what I mean? Especially when two guys don't like each other and you're the non-confrontational one. There's one of those guys that's going to end up not liking you, or both of those guys is going to end up not liking you. That being said, though, I will say I am kind of tired of all this beef talk. I think it's been way too long. It's been over 2 years now. And I'm kind of hoping that Drake doesn't really harp on it too much. Obviously, some of that has to be in there because it's part of his life. He has to, you know, be introspective. That's what I'm looking for him to do right now, is to be introspective and not just make a bunch of party album bullshit, right? So within that, he's going to have to address some of the things and how he feels and all that. That being said, though, I don't want this to be an album of grievances. You know, an album of a dude who still has not gotten over certain things. Because also, I mean, listen, he lost, he got his face rubbed in the dirt, and he deserved to get his face rubbed in the dirt. For a very, very long time, Drake was not putting out a good product. He had a couple good verses, you know, a couple Churchill Downs type shit, you know what I mean? But it paled in comparison to who he used to be. And I feel like, or I'm hoping that this whole situation that he had with Kendrick will bring something more out of him and will bring back a new version of the old Drake. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think he's going to be dissing J. Cole on this album? Do you think he should diss J. Cole on this album? Do you think J. Cole is the reason that a lot of the shit in the beef happened, even though I know Kendrick and him had their own issues before? So what do you think about this shit? Personally, I'm kind of over it. I just want Iceman to be fucking fire. I want it to be vulnerable. I want it to have bars. And I just mostly want it to sound good. That's really all I care about. But I'll see you guys later. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Peace.